Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Hello all, welcome to Ganesh IAS Academy. This is the special session. In this session, we are going to discuss about the previous year UPSC Mains economic question. Let's begin the session. Okay. This question was asked in 2015. It is a 150 words, 10 mark question. Again, it is one of the easiest question. The thing is, it is going to connect the two different schemes and how the one scheme is connected to the another scheme. So here it is speaking about the Make in India and Skill India program. So this question is, success of the Make in India program depends on the success of the Skill India program and radical labor reforms. Discuss with logical arguments. So this question is more of a logical arguments, and also it is speaking about a discuss. The terminology here they use is discuss. So you have to give various examples for this question. By the way, only you can give a good answer for this question. So here it is speaking about the Make in India and also Skill India program. They are trying to interconnect both of the schemes. So success of Make in India program depends on the success of Skill India program. First of all, you have to know about what is this Make in India. So Make in India is nothing but India is importing a large things from outside the world, outside of the India. So in that scenario, the idea of Make in India program is to produce in India and consume within India by producing the goods from India. So it is all about self-reliance. So it is the idea of the Gandhian principle. So to make India self-reliant, not dependent on the foreign imports. That is the major idea of this Make in India. So why we are saying this thing is, India have the huge landscape, and also we have a different kinds of natural resources and also energy resources, and also India has the huge population, diversity of the population also there. So we can easily use that diverse population to produce any goods. So we have a natural resources, energy resources, water resources, and also human resources. In that scenario, still we are importing a lot of goods from outside India. To overcome this issue, the government came with the idea called as Make in India program. So to produce all the goods and services within India and consume in India and also export that goods into outside the world. So this is the idea about the Make in India. But to make a successful Make in India program, we need a skilled workforce. Even though we have a huge population, even though there is a more literate people in India, still the issue of the skill that is lacking. So to overcome that thing, we need to focus on the skilling up of the population. For example, there is a industry. Okay, consider that there is a automobile industry. They need certain specific skills related to welding options, doing welding, or else doing the lathe work. So, or else do the painting activities to the cars. So we need a specific skill set for that industry. So we need to focus on the enhances that skill to the population of India. So different kinds of industries needs different skill sets. We need to focus on that skill set, and we have to provide the skill set to the India's population. By the way, we can make the India's population as a skilled workforce. That success of the skilled workforce will lead to the success of the Make in India program. So even though you are trying to incorporate more industries into India, still we need a workforce to work in that industries. So for that, we need to enhance the skill set of the India's population. So the statement is clearly saying that to make the Make in India program successful, we need to focus on the Skill India program. So first thing is, you have to give an intro about Make in India. Make in India initiative is the government of India to encourage the multinational as well as domestic companies to manufacture their products in India. It envisages India as a global manufacturing hub, and a major component of Make in India are FDI, IPR, and private sector participation and single window clearance, improved ranking in the ease of doing business. So ease of doing business was released by the World Bank, but now they are not following that thing. Still, you can use that thing. So ease of doing business. So now you have to speak about the connection between the Skill India and Make in India. Here it is. So based on the Skill India program, okay, Tata Motors and L&T have partnered with the Skill India program to train the workers of the manufacturing specific skills, like welding activities, or else doing a painting work towards the outside of the cars, or else doing the lathe work, or else to manufacturing a small nuts and bolts. So all that things, what the Skill India program is doing is they are making a collaboration or a partnership with the Tata Motors and the L&T. By the way, they are providing the skills to the population, and then later that company itself, they are recruiting that people. So it is a win-win situation. For when it comes to the government, there is a possibility, there is a success of the Make in India program. So we can produce the goods. At the same time, we are providing the employment opportunity. So that will lead to the increases in the economic growth. At the same time, the Tata Motors and L&Ts are going to make a profits. So again, they are going to invest in India itself. They will start another hub, or they will go for new manufacturing things. So by the way, India is going to grow. So that is the idea. So that this is the connection between the Skill India program and the Make in India program. Next thing, enhancing the employability, training of trainers program. So there will be the trainer in every company. What the Skill India program is going to do is they are going to provide the training activities to the trainers. So for the trainer, they will give the training to how to use the new technologies. So there is a huge growth of technology happened in outside India. So what the Skill India program is going to do is they are going to incorporate all the technologies, and they are going to provide the skill of training to the trainers. And what that trainers is going to do is they are going to train the trainees. So by the way, they are going to make the workforce more of skilled force. And also, if there is a skilled workforce, means that is lead to the huge growth in the employment activities. So obviously that is going to benefit the India by economic growth. So that is the another thing. Next, industry specific training. For example, when it comes to the textile industries or the apparel industries, they need a specific skill set. For example, if there is a yarn industries, okay, if cotton industries, means they have to know that whether the quality of that cotton is good or not. So for that, you need a certain skill set. So that training thing will be provided by the Skill India program. So industry specific skill sets will be guided by the Skill India program. And also what they did is they created a hubs. They created a district level hub and also town level, panchayat level hubs to provide a Skill India program. They will provide a lot of skills related to the solar energy, how to use the solar energy cells, and also how to install it. So by the way, they are trying to enhance the use of the solar energy. So it is a win-win situation. So you can easily overcome the issue of the fossil fuels and the environmental pollutions, and also you are providing the employment opportunities for the people, and also you are making an attitude change on the people by shifting them from the using the fossil fuels towards the solar energy, renewable energy. So all these things are going to make a huge change in the India. So that is what the Skill India program is doing. So by the way, it is making the success of the Make in India program. So if India is having a huge skilled workforce, then there is a huge inflow of the FDI. That is going to happen. So that is what is happening. And also it is going to provide a job creation, transfer of technologies, and also employment opportunity is going to increase. So people who are employed are going to rise in their hierarchy. So there is a huge economic activities. So that will lead to the economic growth and the GDP growth and the national income. And then to overcome that thing, the question is speaking about another thing is a radical labor change, labor reform. So to overcome that thing, so when it comes to the labor laws, there is a strict rules. So that is actually affecting the industrialist. So that is affecting the company. To overcome that thing, they make a balanced labor laws. So the labor reforms, labor code law, social security codes, and also single window clearance for the most of the companies that they are trying to incorporate in India. And then the occupational safety, health and working conditions code, that is also introduced in India. So all these things are going to make the success of the Skill India program and the labor laws changes, that is going to lead to the success in the Make in India program. So this is the holistic idea of the Make in India program. So the success of Make in India program is purely connected with the Skill India program and the radial labor reform. So for that only we recently introduced the labor code. Okay, so by the way only we are making a success in the Make in India. So this is all about. In conclusion, you can say that with that we can easily become the developed nation by 2047. In such a way you can complete it. Or else you can say that India definitely will become a second or the first largest economy in the world as soon as possible due to this Make in India program. Or else you can say that India will going to reduce the huge import from the China. In such a way also you can say. Okay, thank you.